Friends, Greg Newmaster here coming at you with another action figure review. Today I have Marvel Legends Retro Series Peter Parker Spider-Man. And man, do I love this retro series. Paid a little bit extra to get mine early on eBay, but I love Peter Parker. He's one of my all-time favorite characters, if not my favorite comic book character. It's really hard to decide. It's a toss-up between Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, and Wolverine as my favorite. It's always really hard to choose, but there's such a relatability to Peter Parker. There's such a struggle and a nerdiness as I was somebody who was bullied growing up. I was a little bit out of the norm. I mean, obviously, the dork would be making a action figure video review. But now the dorks are cool, which is really weird. It's a really weird time in history. But Peter Parker, just the struggle he has had. He is he's a Christ-like figure in many ways. Many of the superheroes are. They're reminiscent of Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, to get a little philosophical, theological with you guys. Just like these archetypical heroes that us as human beings see on the movie screen, see in the comic book, read in novels, and we just relate to them because there's something deep inside of us that can relate to those fundamental stories of struggle and the young man going out into the wilderness, suffering, finding his own and becoming a man and becoming a hero in small or large ways. And Stan Lee just nailed it with Peter Parker. He took the concept of the sidekick, the young kid who children who read comic books could identify with, and made them the hero. And that's what you get in the Marvel stories. That's what makes them more compelling than the earlier DC stories, because there was always a struggle, there was always a youth, and just a relatability to these characters. And I think Peter Parker is the most relatable character. So anytime a Peter Parker action figure comes out, I just have to get it. This one's a little bit odd. I got some problems with it, but I like it, but I have some problems with it. So let's take a look at the card first, because normally I don't care about the box, but this has taken me back to my childhood. So with these retro series, we have the old cards, which I used to get in the early 90s with the Spider-Man animated TV show. And this line of retro figures is what that is going for, but it's not getting it exactly. As you can see on the back here, it says, Peter Parker is the college student photojournalist who is secretly the amazing Spider-Man. So this is definitely the logo from the 90s cartoon. And this sort of looks like 90s Peter Parker. Here's all the characters you can get on the back. We'll flip this around. Like, there's the classic 90s card and logo, which is just awesome, which I love. And there's Peter Parker Spider-Man. So let me just adjust this here for 1 second. Sorry. Okay. So there he is. Now, once again, this card is the card of the animated series, and a lot of the figures in this line look like the animated series. The Spider-Man figure itself looks like the animated series Spider-Man. The Green Goblin, which I'm going to do a review of, definitely looks like the animated series Green Goblin. And it looks like they were going for the animated series Peter Parker, but it doesn't look like the animated series Peter Parker. The hairstyle is different. Peter Parker never wore glasses. He only wore glasses in the first maybe couple issues of Spider-Man. And once Peter was bitten by the radioactive spider, he gained his spider powers. He never had to wear glasses again because it corrected his vision once he had a superpower. So I don't know why on this figure they put the glasses on. Hold on, let me get it to focus here. Oh, why are you being a jerk? There we go. Yeah, so not only did they give him glasses, but they painted them white. So he has, like, you can't even see his eyes, which is really odd. Also, he has, like, slicked back hair. They're kind of going for the original Ditko look, I would say. But the only difference is in the Ditko comic book, he has two little pieces of hair that, like, kind of curve down like that, like in the middle of his forehead. So, you know, if you're going to do the original sculpt of Peter Parker's head, you know, get it right. You know, do it right. If you're going to do it 100%. Don't do it weird and, like, kind of half-assed, which is not typical of Hasbro because they normally really do a great job. So this is the head sculpt that we've always seen. You can see his eyes under the glasses. I don't know if you can take these off or if they're glued on. I'm trying here to... It looks like they're glued on. So I'm probably going to pull those off. Other complaints I have are, you know, I'm not a fan of the sculpted jacket that Hasbro keeps doing. I really wish they would do it the way that Toy Biz used to do it. Granted, there were a little bit of problems with that, but, you know, give them a soft goods jacket, or even Toy Biz would give them rubber jackets, which was okay, but not good because any of the figures I have now with the rubber jackets deteriorated. But yeah, so I don't like that. Here's what he looks like on the inside. You could maybe swap his head with Captain America. The jeans don't look good either. I think they're supposed to look like jeans, but they kind of look like dress pants, blue dress pants. So they could have done a better job sculpting. Here's his shoes. I like his shoes. Looks like he's wearing some Adidas. Nice Adidas shoes there. White. Let's see what else here. It comes with this camera, which is nice. A little bit of paint, like right in the flash. So there's just a little bit of paint on it. Not other than that, it's just a solid black piece. That's cool that they gave him this camera. He can hold it, which is cool. That looks like a newer hand sculpt for the male action figures where he can grip like that. So I like that. That's a plus. Here he is from the back. Bottom of the feet. So we got standard articulation. His belt is brown. There's gold trim around it. Double jointed. So you can get him into some Spider-Man poses. I do think that every Spider-Man figure should always have toe articulation. I know they had the huge problem in the past of just over-articulating with Toy Biz, but, you know, like with the Beast action figure from X-Men, they articulated the toes. So, you know, just for Spider-Man, because he's always crouching, he's always in his cool spider poses, he has to have the best articulation. So, for example, here, I can't get him out into a full split. Spider-Man needs to do a crazy split. Even though if we're thinking realistically, he'd be wearing jeans, and if he did a split, he'd split his pants. But anyhow, that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Let's see what else we got here. Sorry about the focus, guys. Comes with this additional Spidey head. Let me focus for you there. There we go. Yeah, which is not bad. This is always like the Spider Sense head. So in the comics, there's that. It's a classic mask. So from the original Spider-Man. But yeah, so you got that, and you know, that's about it. But you know, to give you guys a sense, so here I dug this out and I actually kept this figure and I couldn't believe I had it. So comparison, here is the original Peter Parker figure. This is Toy Biz from the animated series. For whatever reason, I darkened his hair. I think his hair started, the paint started to scuff off, so I painted over it. I was a kid when I did that, so it was a long time ago. But look at how different he looks. See how he has like the swooping bangs. That's how he looked in the animated series, and he never wore glasses. Maybe if they did a flashback, but never wore glasses. Some comparisons of other Peter Parker heads. Here's the first Peter Parker head. Like he has more, I guess, a modern style hairstyle. This is from the Mary Jane 2-pack. What else? Who else do I have? Here's old Tobey Maguire. Here is the Andrew Garfield Peter Parker head from the Amazing Spider-Man movie. This is a Toy Biz Spider-Man, where he could swap heads. Not a very good one, but like back in the day, Peter Parker heads were rare. So I hated it when the figures, mass figures, here's Tom Holland, the very young Spider-Man. And here's, this is bootleg Mayfex Spider-Man. I'm in the middle of customizing, trying to, you know, make a Scarlet Spider. So, yeah, so that's what the Mayfex Peter Parker heads look like. So it's a good figure. I would recommend it. I wouldn't pay extra for it. I'd wait until it comes out in stores. But I just love Peter Parker so much that I just had to get him. Like I said, archetypical figure, sacrificial hero. I'm probably gonna have to say Spider-Man's my favorite comic book character of all time. So pretty much any Spider-Man related stuff I have to get. So yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I will be coming out with a retro Green Goblin review soon. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are doing well. God bless you all.